Hello everyone, my name's Kane and welcome back to more Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Last time we did a bunch more helping around on a bunch. A lot of big things happened in terms of, well, we got to encounter Phantom Thief B, as well as Blue Blanc, Reen probably being the first person, I think, to connect on his own that Blue Blanc is Phantom Thief B. Though he still got away because he can teleport, so can't even really blame them for not being able to catch him there. How am I supposed to know he can teleport when these characters just met him? But we also got to talk with Olivier and his sister Alphen, and learning about how Class 7 form, as well as we got to learn more about Instructor Sarah's past, finally confirming that she was, as I thought, a bracer in Erebonia at some point, and before it got forced out, basically. So yeah, now we have oh yeah, what's the other big thing? Oh right, a terrorist threat. Yeah, now there's supposedly a terrorist threat for the first day of the summer festival, so our group is being put in charge of being like reserve protection, so yeah. But before we do that, we are going to first do a hidden side quest that's apparently available, but also apparently we should be heading to, if we go to, where is it? If we go to Vancure Street, it says. The only thing the guide mentions for right now is not to go straight to Motter Park, or maybe that's for later in it, but the only thing I know is I need to go to Vancure Street and then go to the, where is it? I think it's Plaza Bifrost. Yeah. And then if we go to the book place, I think. Not there. Imperial Chronicle number 5. Special issue, the Heimdall Summer Festival. This year's highlights, plus an interview with the RMP. Let's take that and then let's see what it says. Imperial Chronicle, issue 5. Special issue, a tour of Heimdall's Summer Festival. The time has finally come for the Summer Festival to begin in Heimdall. The first day in particular is when a large number of traditional ceremonies take place and is sure to attract big crowds. In this special issue, we will be detailing the highlights of the day's festivities. The Imperial Army Parade. Doubtless the most anticipated event of the Summer Festival is the parade. This is one of only a small number of chances in the year to see the Imperial family up close. Be sure not to miss it. Crown Prince Cedric will, as usual, be participating in the mass held in Heimdall Cathedral. He'll be traveling in a red limousine leaving Vancure Street to the west. Prince Oliver will be watching the summer races take place in the Heimdall Racecourse. He will be traveling in a green limousine and will likely be heading south along Vancure Street. Princess Alphen, however, meanwhile, will be participating in the garden party to be held in Matter Park. She will be turning east on Vancure Street, traveling towards the Garnier area on board a white limousine. We hope that this summary will allow you to better plan your viewing of the parade and its royal hosts. The ambassadors arrive in Heimdall. Ambassadors from surrounding nations who will be attending a dinner party at Valflame Palace are currently visiting the capital. Duke Dunan. Oh god. Duke Dunan, representing the Liberal Kingdom. That's a name we haven't heard in a while. Then again, I actually am kind of eager to see how Duke Dunan's doing, because the last time we actually saw him, it did sound like he was trying to turn himself around, so I'm actually kind of eager to see how he's doing, and I kind of hope we get to see him and see he's actually being a better person, so I kind of want to see that. And Speaker McDowell, attending on behalf of the Crossbell State, were seen exchanging greetings with Governor Regnitz. During their visit, they were also expected to discuss the fine details of next month's West Emeria Trade Conference. Notes from the Heimdall Military Police. The first day of the Summer Festival in the city is expected to be particularly chaotic. Please help to keep this order at a minimum by following the instructions of policemen and always adhere to traffic regulations. Interview with the RMP. In today's Q&A, we spoke with the officer in charge of the Railway Military Police to discuss their role in the security measures for the Summer Festival this year. Reporter, thank you for taking the time to talk with us. If you don't mind me asking, how did the Railway Military Police come to be assisting with the security for the Summer Festival? Captain Clare, hereafter referred to as Captain, I assume you were asking that question as you feel the Summer Festival has nothing to do with the railways. Well, if I might respond with another question, where do you think the origin of the railways is? You mean the center of the railways? Well, I was under the impression that they're manufactured in River City, so... Oh. The whole of this nation's railway network originates here in Heimdall. In other words, this very city is the Railway Military Police's center of operations. As such, the In the same way that we have a unique right to help ensure security in towns and cities along railway lines, I believe we have a duty to ensure peace here in the capital. I see. I've been wondering if it was because the Heimdall military police was short of staff. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us again. Breaking news. Phantom Thief B strikes again. News has surfaced that a tiara on display at the esteemed San Corey's jewelers at Heimdall, called the Crimson Tiara, estimated value 100 million Mira, went missing and was then found. The perpetrators believed to have been the elusive Phantom Thief B. And though the tiara was safely recovered by the end of the day, all involved were unable to hide their awe at the thief's unfaltering skill. A representative from the Heimdall military police confirmed the incident, commenting that they had not expected anything to occur on the day before the festival, and would be tightening security as a result of the theft. Yeah, Blue Blanc makes his own appearance. Still kind of concerned about why is he here, but again, it's probably because of the Phantasmal Blaze plan, which, again, I'm afraid of what that implies. While we're here, the guide mentions, I think I already have plenty, but it says just to make sure I have, like, plenty of battle scopes. I already have, like, 41, but, you know, another 10 never hurt anybody. Except my wallet. We'll take that. Is there anything else I might want? Should I, like, those are cheap. I'll get, like, 10 of these. If it's cheap, I'll just buy, like, 10. Yeah, I'll buy 10 of these. Who knows? They could come in handy. Okay, I think we're good there. And yeah, now the guide mentions, let's do the hidden quest. So, first off, go to Vankir Street, which we're already at, and there should be a man holding a briefcase. You!
Is that him? No, it's not. I do hope he notices and comes back here.
I wonder what's wrong. I don't know. He kind of stands out in that suit, though. We should ask. Hey, excuse me. Is something the matter?
Oh, are you speaking to me? As a matter of fact, I'm trying to find the owner of this briefcase.
A lost briefcase, huh? Where'd you find it?
Slow down now. It's not quite accurate to say that I found it, or that he lost it. I actually have this exact briefcase, you see. As fate would have it, I bumped into the owner of this one earlier, which led us to mistakenly taking each other's.
That's ridiculously unlucky. An absurd coincidence.
I could scarcely believe it myself. I came back here the moment I realized, hoping he'd do the same, but he's yet to turn up.
That explains things.
Regardless, I plan on waiting here for a while longer. Thank you for lending me a friendly ear, though.
You're welcome. We offer him our aid, Reen. Let me help you. Would you mind if we lent you a hand? We might be able to find him if we ask around.
Are you sure? I feel terrible burdening you like that.
But simply waiting for him to return may not be the most effective method here. Don't worry about us.
You're all so kind. Are you truly sure about this?
We wouldn't offer if we weren't.
Thank you so much. Alright, if I'm going to be relying on you, then I should probably introduce myself. My name is Bond, and I'm currently employed as a broker in Crossbell. I've only come here to Heimdall a few times, so I'm not all that familiar with it. Your kindness means a lot to me.
I'm glad we noticed you then.
Yeah, no one wants to be in a situation like this while they're abroad.
Would you mind telling us about the owner of this briefcase?
Of course, he was a rather old fellow, wearing both a suit and a hat. Oh, and there's a guidebook in this briefcase that details the major attractions of the summer festival, too. It mentions Prince Alphin's limousine passing through the Garnier district during this afternoon's parade. And next there was a little note that read, "Don't miss this." That's about all I can tell you, unfortunately.
I think that might have been enough. Guess we should ask around the Garnier district first.
Yeah, he might be there already.
Finding him shouldn't prove too difficult with the description we received. Especially when we know the exact mall briefcase to look out for, too. Speaking of which, is there anything notable in your briefcase?
The bunny plush I bought for my daughter would stand out the most, I'd imagine.
Understood. We'll keep that in mind. We'll start searching immediately.
Thank you. I really hope you find him.
In case of emergency. We next go to the Garnier district. There should be a juice stall somewhere around here. That doesn't look like juice. You! Hi there.
Welcome. Are you here for some fresh juice?
Unfortunately not. There's something we'd like to ask you. Do you know about a briefcase?
Yeah, I saw a guy like that not too long ago, actually.
So he wasn't an exact match.
Yep, old man with his briefcase and a suit and hat, right?
Bingo.
That must be him. We're actually trying to find him. Did he tell you anything that might give you an idea where he was going?
He did ask me if there was a good place to sit down and relax around here. He also mentioned he wanted somewhere simple since everything here is so expensive.
So where'd you tell him to go?
I recommended Alto Street, which isn't too far from here. In retrospect, maybe I should have been more specific and recommended a store.
Oh, where Elliot lives.
Yeah, if that's where he is, then checking Atoil's probably our best bet. Allow us to make our way there, then.
Thank you for your cooperation.
No worries.
If I could stop yawning, that'd be pretty great. Where art thou? Oh, aha! Hi there, sir.
Irene, check out that briefcase.
This must be the guy we're looking for.
Excuse me. Why, hello there. Is there something you need from me?
Funny you should ask. Here's the mix-up problem.
Really? Well, let me check. Oh no, this really isn't my case. You were right. Please take me to the spawn post right away. No problem.
Here you go.
All fixed. Please accept my apologies for not noticing sooner. I didn't come to Heimdall that often either. So your quick thinking saved us both.
Oh no, I can't take the credit for this. Atoll thinks these students that the things worked out. All I did was stand here and wait.
These young men and women are so kind. Once again, allow me to express my thanks to all of you. Not everyone would take the time to search for me like you did.
I'd like to second that. Part of me was worried I wouldn't be able to return to Crossbell. But now I can, thanks all of you.
There's no need to thank us, really. We didn't do much.
That's hardly true. Please, take this. It's a little something from Crossbell. It's not much, but I hope it'll convey my appreciation.
Mishy!
We meet again, Mishi. You sure we can have this?
I insist.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you need before we leave?
No, I think everything is going to be just fine.
Thank you once again.
So Laura likes Mishy stuff, alright. Tio has a new best friend when they meet. If they meet.
Alright.
So now apparently we, oh, okay. So we don't go to Modder Park just yet. Instead, we need to go to a bunch of different locations. Ugh, sorry. I'm trying to remember how to save, if you're wondering why I'm mashing through menus. So apparently we need to go to here. I guess just look for the person who, like, where is there a, red exclamation mark? Why are you here?
Woohoo! I'm on a roll!
Crow, what are you doing here?
I can almost taste that grand prize.
Crow,
Crow?
what are you doing here?
Ah, hey guys.
What are you doing?
How's that field study coming along?
Good.
Oh, it's going fine. But why are you here?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know? Classes don't run back at the academy during the summer festival.
Oh,
So I came here to squeeze as much fun as possible out of this fortuitous bit of free time.
Crow, are you gambling?
Meaning...
The summer races, of course.
He's gambling.
Wait, you came all the way here to bet money on horse racing?
Let's go gambling. Aw, dang it.
We're minors. We're not allowed to place bets.
Dang.
Do I look like a lawbreaker to you?
What were you just talking about then?
There's a magazine that's running a prize contest for the summer races. You send in your predictions, and if you're spot on, you win a really fancy prize.
Isn't that...
So you came all the way to the capital just to check on that?
If only we all had such boundless energy.
All right, time for some serious praying to the goddess.
Okay.
I'll leave the money here, okay?
Thank you very much. Come back anytime.
Anyway, I'm heading over to the cathedral over the Sankt district.
Sankt.
Peace.
Thanks.
Come on, goddess, let me win that prize.
That seems a rather pedestrian thing to pray for.
So irresponsible.
That's Crow for you.
I love Green's hat.
Looks like there's still places here we haven't explored. Let's go look somewhere else.
Apparently, the only thing we need to make sure we do first is just not go to Modern Park. Apparently, if we go to Modern Park, then a bunch of events that we can view will be cut off. Next up, there's another event we can view in Vankier Street. Apparently, go to the north exit? Which way is the north exit? This way? What's wrong? What? Okay. What was up with that guy? Did you know something?
I thought I sent someone suspicious.
Do you think it was one of the terrorists?
We can typically depend on Fee's instincts at times like this. Might have been my imagination. Lots of people are excited for the festival here. Could have been one of them.
Either way, that's something we should note in our report. Like Laura said, your instincts tend to be accurate.
Yeah, agreed.
And that's all there is to investigate on Vankier Street. Time to move on to some other areas in the city. Next up, go to Alto Street. There's something there. Let's see, where on Alto? Over here. Hello there, child.
What's wrong, Milton? Oh, hi, Elliot. There's a pretty interesting rumor floating around at the moment about someone just vanishing all of a sudden. Did you say vanishing?
Do you know any more details?
Oh, got your interest, I see. Oh no, this is some good stuff. Might even be too juicy to share. Speak up, or I'll force it out of you. Right, okay, I get it. Dang, you two are scary. Okay, so yeah, like I said, someone from one of the apartments around here just straight up vanished. The caretaker came by to check on them this morning and found the room as empty as if no one ever lived there. The only thing left in there was the key to this room.
That's quite a curious situation.
Yeah, especially since they disappear without even telling anyone. I've never heard of anyone leaving town during the summer festival either.
Maybe they had a reason they had to move out so quickly. Do you think this might be related to the terrorists in some way?
Sounds like a kind of a stretch. Whoa, there. You guys seem like you got some good material. What's this about tearing wrists? Come on, fill me in.
No.
Don't worry, it's nothing important.
There does seem to be some substance behind this rumor, though.
Agreed. I think we do well to keep the story in mind.
That's all there is to investigate on Alto Street. We should move on to another part of the city. Next recommended place is go to Drakel's Plaza, and apparently go up to the palace. It says. Is that where it says? Yep.
Sure are more people out than there were yesterday.
They must have all come to see the Imperial family's parade.
Palace sure looks festive today. The Imperial family's parade starts here, doesn't it?
It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, they even got special security arrangements for the event. I've heard that the limousines they'll be using have high-quality shielding and stop bullets and explosives, too.
I guess you can't be too careful with members of the Imperial family. I've heard much about the skill of those in the Imperial Guard, too. Seeing them in person appears those stories were all true. You should be able to handle any crisis that may unfold here.
Yeah, I think we can rest easy. That's all there is to investigating Drakel's Plaza. There's more city to see, though, so let's keep moving. Next up, Heimdallport. Alright. Oh, there we go. Over here. This is where the cutscene happened with Gideon, and apparently it looks like a bunch of the people here are in on the plan of whatever they're trying to do. And again, I'm still worried about what Gideon's weird flute thing he has. Again, after knowing what we know now, I'm still willing to bet that that weird Guardian of the Forest thing we fought in the first field study, I'm willing to bet that that monster was probably summoned by Gideon, because I remember there being a weird sound that played before it appeared. I remember one of the characters mentioned, like, did you hear that? There was like a weird whistling sound or something. And knowing how it also caused that monster back in the ruins to appear during the Nord Highland study, I'd be willing to bet that that flute has just some sort of power over monsters. So the question is he going to try and summon a monster? Is that what the terrorist plan is? Is Gideon going to try and summon another monster to attack? Something that maybe even the army can't handle. Well, anyways, let's talk to these two.
What in Adios' name are we supposed to do now?
You're telling me, young folks these days can't count on any of them. Is there some kind of problem here?
You're those students from yesterday. As a matter of fact, we do have a bit of a problem on our hands right now.
What kind of problem?
Well, it's nothing you need to worry about, but last night a bunch of our younger workers up and quit, just like that. Most of them hadn't been here for more than half a year. They just started really getting used to the work, too.
No thanks to that, our schedule's been thrown all out of whack. That is a significant problem. Is there anything we might be able to lend a hand with?
Nah, this one's all on us. We should be able to fix our own problems after all.
If they were going to quit, they could have at least stuck around long enough to train the replacements. I'll bet they all got caught up in the festival hoopla and just decided to cut out work altogether. Is it too much to ask for a few hands who appreciate a good day's work?
Some about this sounds kind of fishy. I get that people will be all excited about the summer festival, but enough to quit their jobs? The timing does seem suspicious.
Yeah, let's keep this in the back of our minds for now. That's all there is to investigate here. Time to move on. Next up, go to the Ost District. And then head towards the entrance of the underground waterway, if I can even remember where that is. Over here. Is there going to be signs of it being used? And here's the entrance to the underground waterway. Would something like this be doing in a residential area?
Especially with all the monsters in it. That's just Heimdall.
I find entrances to underground areas from time to time, but it's not much cause for concern. Everyone's smart enough to know they shouldn't go near them.
That puts me at ease. Nonetheless, everything here seems to be in order. Huh?
What's wrong, Fee?
Do you know something? Nothing. Chances are nobody's in there right now.
Nice to know.
Problem is, the footprints we left when we came out of here yesterday are gone.
Oh.
And what does that mean?
It probably means that it means that somebody else tracked over them, right? It's like that someone went in there yesterday after we all came out. Then they erased any evidence that would suggest they had erasing our footprints in the process. Sound about right?
Are you certain you're not overanalyzing this? Not completely.
It doesn't hurt to keep that in the back of our minds at the very least. That's all there is to investigate in Ost. Next up goes to the Garnier District. First up is Hotel der Himmel. This one, yeah.
Oh my, aren't you the military academy students from the other day?
Is it? Yeah, it's you again.
Hello. So we meet again. Did you come all the way here just to see me?
Miss Clotilde.
I didn't think we'd get an chance to meet you.
Hello again. Actually, we're here as part of our field study again. We're doing a patrol of the city.
Ah, isn't that a shame? But I'm glad to see you're all working so hard. I see the two of you were able to make peace too. I'm surprised. How could you notice such a small change when you only met us 2 days ago? Oh, was I right? I just had a feeling that might be the case. Call it a woman's intuition.
Anyway, have you noticed any significant changes here since we last talked?
But thanks to all of you taking care of the beast, I've been able to truly relax during my stay. I slept wonderfully these past couple nights. Now that you mention it, I did notice a suspicious-looking group of people near the hotel last night.
You did?
There were 2 of them talking in the back alley near here, hats pulled tightly over their heads. When they noticed me trying to sneak a peek, they've panicked and vanished into the night. I did overhear them talking about a plan of some kind, though.
A plan?
That does sound rather suspicious, although we don't know enough to say for certain.
Yeah, it does sound like something we should keep in mind. Thank you for your help.
I'm happy to have been of service. Still, I'd love to stay here and talk for a while. I'm afraid my schedule is a little booked at the moment.
Are you busy doing something for the festival?
Yes, I was invited by a member of the Imperial family to sing at a banquet being held at the palace tonight. I was actually on my way to rehearse for it.
I see. I wish I could go and watch, but I doubt there's any chance of that.
Obviously.
Well, good luck. We wish you all the best.
The same to you. Anyway, goodbye for now.
There she go. That's a pro for you. Even when you wish her luck, you're the one who ends up feeling encouraged.
Give me a second. I need my charger for my iPad. My guide.
Indeed. She never ceases to surprise. That's all there is to investigating Garnier District. Time to move on to one of the other areas. So it says that, but... Okay, so this is interesting. I'm gonna save here in case I mess something up and, like, am I misinterpreting this guide or not? So what it says here is it did say that there's nothing else in the Garnier District to look at, but that's kind of wrong, apparently. What we need to do is we're going to be going to Mater Park now. However, we're not going to be teleporting there. Instead, we're going to be using the underground passageway. Apparently, doing this gives you an extra 2 AP for some reason. I assume there's probably going to be some sort of story explanation given soon, but all I know is that this is how we're going to get extra AP, so I don't think I'm going to bother with fighting the enemies, though. If I can just run past them, I say that.
Right.
Let's get this over with.
Thank you, Pete.
Won't be so lucky next time.
Run! Run! Okay. So far, there doesn't seem to be anything of intrigue that would imply why I'd need to come down this way. Ooh! I'm surprised I managed to avoid that. We go this way, yeah. Yeah, I should have expected that, to be honest with you.
We should. Farewell.
Okay. Surprised that worked. I don't know if I did it right, but... Okay. Let's just leave. I made another save just in case. Well, here we are, back in Mater Park.
It still feels weird using the underground passage to get here. The atmosphere is really different than it was just the other day, though.
This area seems to be extremely well guarded. The soldiers patrolling the park appear to be from the Heimdall military police.
It looks like the Imperial Guard from Valflame Palace is in charge of security for the Crystal Garden itself, though. I imagine security is going to be airtight considering the garden party is going to be held here. Yeah, especially with Princess Alphen in attendance. This level of security is probably standard when it comes to members of the Imperial family.
That makes this a bit of a problem, though, then, right?
What are you
doing over there? How'd you manage to slip through our security? Where'd you come from?
They seem to regard us as intruders. Looks like we found a little hole in their security.
I don't think this is the time to pat ourselves on the back. Yeah, we're probably gonna need to explain what happened. You gotta fix that.
I see, so you're students from the military academy, are you? So there was a secret passage here all along. An extension to the underground tunnels as well. We have no records of this at all.
We discovered it purely by coincidence during our field study.
However, it's certainly not impossible that it might be used by unsavory groups to breach security.
We'll station some more men to this area at once. I hate to admit it, but you've really helped us bring this to our attention. You have my thanks.
Think nothing of it.
We're just happy to have been of assistance.
Looks like this area should be fine now.
Yeah, let's move on to somewhere else. So that's why. Yep, AP increased by 2. That's why. Finally. I'm making one. Well, I'm making 2 saves apparently. We'll go to the entrance now.
I thought I smelled something familiar. Hey, isn't that...
Oh, Patrick, you're too.
But of course, I did receive a personal invitation to the garden at party after all. I see you're all tied up with your field studies or whatever you call them, even on such a fine day. You poor souls.
He really does get under my skin.
I got used to it already. Are you alone today? I was under the impression that your butler, Celestin, always attends you, but I don't see him today.
It's true, he's often at my side, but I spend plenty of time on my own as well. Don't take me for one of those useless nobles who can hardly lace his boots without his butler's help.
I always got the impression his butler was there more to keep an eye on him.
Did you say something?
Me? Of course not. Well, I won't want to get in your way. I'm sure they have you running all kinds of menial errands. Meanwhile, I intend to introduce myself to Princess Alfin. Try not to be too jealous now. Now, if you'll excuse me.
We already met her. Like, sorry to burst your bubble. Can't say I'm all that jealous considering all the time we spent talking to her yesterday.
She invited Rain to be her dance partner.
You know, after seeing that, I can't even bring myself to be irritated by him anymore. Anyway, now if we expose a hole in their security, this area should be relatively safe from terrorist tampering. Yeah, I think it's about time to move on to another area. Alright, apparently now we should be good. All we gotta do now is just head to any area and it'll apparently advance the story. So let's just go to Alto. Yep, there we go. Alright. Oh, Arcus. This is Class 7, Group A. Rain Shores are speaking.
Hey, it's Sarah. Give me an update.
Understood. She sounds way more serious than usual. Here's the results.
I see. Something sounds off, alright. But judging by Fee's reactions, it doesn't sound like the terrorists are wandering the streets.
We haven't seen anything that would lead us to believe so. I think there's something happening behind the scenes, though. We just can't be sure what it is.
Keep sharpening that instinct of yours. It'll prove invaluable to you. It's almost time for the Imperial family's limousines to head out from Valflame Palace to their respective events. Crown Prince Cedric will be heading to Heimdall Cathedral in the northwest. Princess Alfin is heading to Motor Park in the northeast. And Prince Oliver will be going to Heimdall Racetrack in the southwest. Prince Oliver's got an extremely capable bodyguard with him, though, so I'm not as worried about him.
I was about to say, is it freaking Vander?
I'd tasked Group B with looking after the Crown Prince, so I'd like you to keep an eye on Princess Alfin. Just make sure she gets to the garden party safely. After that, you can resume your patrol.
Understood. We'll head to Motor Park at once. We were literally just there. Was that the instructor?
New marching orders, huh?
You guessed it. The limousine carrying Princess Alfin is about to leave Valflame Palace. Mission is to make sure she gets to the garden party safely.
Right. We should get to Motor Park as soon as possible, then. We can follow the main street.
Alright, as soon as we're ready, let's head for Motor Park. After taking the tram to Motor Park from the tram stop, the main story will advance. I guess that's the game way of saying is I think that means we're close to the end of the chapter and that by advancing we're probably going to be done. Apparently there's one other thing we need to do though. Well actually we'll be able to do it once we head over to Motor Park apparently. Probably have to go in our patrol. I should make sure I have a save. Just in case. That's not... Whoops. I want to go to the place with boats. Weep. No, take me to the Motor Park. Go! Here they come! Whee! Sorry, I'm just thinking about Vander now. Swear, Olivier. Why are we going to the racetrack? Come, Vander, my best friend, my pal, my love friend. Don't you want to gamble? I hate you. Well, everything so far seems alright. Sorry, I saw the car slide to the left.
It's quite nice to be out and about like this once in a while. Though it would have been even nicer if you'd gotten dolled up. Just think, we would look so adorable making our debut together at the garden party, wouldn't we? I wish you'd think a little more about before you say something like that. We may be friends, but I'm still just a Baron's daughter. I I can't very well go around equating my appearance at the party with that of the Imperial Princess, debut or otherwise. Oh, you're so old-fashioned, Elise. Both the national and local governments are headed by commoners now. Times have changed. Or is it that you're still annoyed that I asked your brother to dance? Maybe I really should invite him to be my dance partner next year. Your Highness, please. That's enough. Oh, come. I'm sorry, Elise. It seems there's still a ray of hope for you. After all, it doesn't look like he has a girlfriend at the moment. Still, surrounded by that many lovely ladies, I doubt that'll remain true for long. I suppose you're right. If we were to find someone, perhaps that would be for the best. Both for him and for me. Elise. I'm sorry, just thinking out loud. But don't mind me. The people are all waiting for you to wave to them.
Yippee! Water Park's on the right. Whee. I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought that guard on... I thought one of those guards was about to get hit. They certainly looked way too close to that car. Bro probably got his shoes ran over. So where are we? Are we around here? Are we off in the distance? How badly are things going to go soon? It just now occurs to me that that was Regnitz. Yippee! Yippee! Well, so far so good. Doesn't look like anything big's happened so far. So Lisa's here too. Looks like she came as Princess Alphen's attendant.
Oh, those two must be pretty tight. Princess really looks the part, though. Indeed, that dress of Imperial Crimson suits her wonderfully.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel jealous of Patrick after all. Alright, looks like this area's under control. Let's go grab something for lunch and do our sweep of the city.
Okay.
I'd be totally okay if nothing out of the ordinary happens, hey?
In a Trails game? No way. Should we really be out and about when we're, like, needed? I understand that we're supposed to be letting, like, the other... After, they had a quick lunch at one of the stalls in Garnier District. If they finished up, they decided to do another sweep of their assigned areas. Nope. 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 Well, everything seems all good. I swear we're gonna get a call on our Arcus phone like, what are you doing? But no matter how hard they searched, nothing seemed to miss. Finally, Group A made their way to Drake Eagles Plaza, where traffic had previously been restricted. When's everything gonna go upside down? Hmm. 2:40 p.m. I imagine most of the ceremonies around the capital are finishing up about now.
Though Princess Alphen and the Arts won't be coming back until later this evening, right?
Yeah, the ceremony itself ends soon, but there's a social event afterward that lasts until this evening.
It seems that this is likely the time that many will begin to let their guard down then. Huh. Perfect time for terrorists to make their move.
I really hope we're just overthinking this.
So do I, but at the very least, we need to remain vigilant until the day is over. Right. Okay, the traffic restrictions have been lifted, so let's walk around the plaza. Okay, I'm gonna make sure we have a save here. I keep saving the wrong spots. Apparently, I need to look. So if we go over to there, then we apparently advance the story. However, the guide's telling me to look for a kid with brown hair and glasses. You look like you fit the bill.
Now the party's over, I can finally relax. Perhaps I'll indulge in a few snacks while I read a good book. Speaking of which, I have one to offer you. It's quite an interesting read, or at least that's what I think.
Red Moon Rose, Chapter 9. There we go. All right, now we can go over to the whoever's over here. Who is over here? It's... Oh, hey, what are you two doing here? Angelica, Toa,
Toa, Angelica.
what are you two doing here?
Oh, I didn't expect to meet all of you here.
Well, isn't this a coincidence?
President Herschel?
We certainly weren't expecting to encounter the two of you out here.
Huh? Looks like the goddess herself brought us together. And now that she's granted us this chance, what do you two say we...
Toa, get a fan.
I'm afraid we'll have to decline. We have our field study to attend to.
What she said.
Lame.
Damn.
Will she ever learn?
Nope.
Looks like those rumors about her were true.
Did you ride your orbital bike all the way here?
Yeah, you can make it from Trista to here in 40 minutes on a good day. So I plopped Toa on the back of the seat and off we went.
It almost seems like a metallic horse.
It's pretty cool. Angie's not the most careful driver, so it wasn't exactly what I'd call a leisure cruise.
Damn.
I really love the festival atmosphere, though. I just wish I could enjoy it without the threat of a terrorist attack hanging over us.
You guys know that too.
Wait, how do you know about that?
Did Instructor Sarah tell you?
Yep, I've been helping out a little with your field studies, too.
What?
Yesterday, I was the one who passed on the governor's request to Instructor Sarah, for example.
Bruh.
I got pretty worried when I heard about terrorists, so Angie and I decided to see what was happening.
I see.
It appears you've done much for us without us even realizing it.
Thanks. It's nothing really. I'm not doing any of the heavy lifting.
Oh? I thought you were helping with all the paperwork and travel arrangements so everything runs smoothly.
Oh.
And that you're the liaison for our contacts in every region because Instructor Sarah keeps slacking off.
Bruh.
Seriously?
Bruh.
I swear, just when I'd started thinking she was better than we were giving her credit for.
How is she such a good bracer?
Yeah, that's a little much, even for her.
It's fine. Really. I'm sure she's got lots of stuff on her plate.
Yeah, like drinking.
Anyway, I heard you guys got to meet the princess. I'm so jealous. I wish I could have met her too.
We could hardly believe we met her ourselves.
She really does look kinda angelic. Oh, if I'd only shown up earlier and tagged along with you.
Princess Alphen's beauty is definitely one of our national treasures. But your sister's quite the looker herself.
Hey.
I hope I get a chance to meet Elise again someday too.
Hey.
Actually, she's attending the garden party as Princess Alphen's attendant right now.
No.
Really?
Don't give her any ideas.
Oh, if only I could get Princess Alphen, Elise, and Fee together in the same place.
No.
We could call them the Fabulous 15s.
What?
Don't look now, but I think you're being co-opted into some sketchy sounding group.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
No! Fee!
If I'd known this was gonna happen, I would have listened to my father and attended that party after all. But no, I couldn't have. I couldn't spoil my charms by wearing a dress. Oh! I could have worn a tuxedo instead. Why didn't I think of that earlier?
Why is she having an existential crisis?
Angie? Maybe you're putting a little too much thought into this.
Well.
Hey, the gang's all here.
Who? Oh, Crow. No, all we need is George.
Crow?
Oh, we didn't know you were here either.
Fancy running into you.
Yeah.
You said you were going to the summer races, didn't you?
How'd the main race go?
Don't ask.
Damn.
Who could have guessed that Black Prince would come from behind in a burst of speed like that?
Nice.
And then Lumberblitz barely squeezing past into second. There's no way anyone could ever see an upset like that coming.
Oh, I guess I won with those 4 to 5 odds.
Nice.
Glad I decided to pony up some cash for that after all.
Are you gambling?
Wait, you're the one who won the special prize? Oh, stop feeling up lady luck, would you?
You're just sore because I've got better karma than you.
Damn.
Angie really does have scarily good luck with stuff like this.
Well.
Sounds like the bell's chiming 3 o'clock.
Guess that means all the ceremonies must be wrapping up.
Perhaps we should make another round of our patrol areas, just to be safe.
That seems like a sound idea.
Yeah, we should get back to our patrols. It was good to see you, everyone.
Okay. Take care out there.
Huh? Back to work already?
I've got my Arcus with me, so just give me a ring if anything happens.
Will do.
Okie dokie. What? What's up?
Huh?
What's going on?
Huh? What's wrong?
It feels almost as though...
My guess would be there's been an increase in the water pressure.
Yeah, why are the fountains doing that?
Yeah, this must be...
What the? Huh? What's going on?
Is it some kind of festival attraction?
No.
I don't think so.
What the? Yeah, this ain't normal. Why is there so much water? Guys!
This must be the terrorists.
Yeah, it seems that way.
What are they doing?
Angie, Crow, give me a hand. We need to evacuate everyone. The military police have their hands full. We need to handle this ourselves.
Right.
Gotcha.
Should we head over to Motter Park then?
Okay, let's all...
No, we've got this. You have something else you need to take care of. Something important.
More important than this?
Motter Park, I assume?
What do you mean?
We need to check to make sure they're okay.
Motter Park.
So this is just a diversion?
Yep.
I'd bet on it.
Move! Oh, great! They got monsters! So that's right on my guess. It is Gideon using monsters here.
What are these things? They just came out of nowhere. Stand your ground, men. Aminaris and Imperial Guardsmen. We must not allow any of them to come close to the garden party. Yes, sir.
Not good.
What should we do? They look like they need help. We can't just abandon our post at a time like this. We need to contact the RMP. This is awful. You must be... You're the military academy students working with the railway military police, right?
Those look just like the creature we fought in the underground passage yesterday.
What are they doing rolling around the surface? There are quite a few, but the soldiers should be able to keep them at bay. It won't be easy, though.
Not good. What was that?
It came from within the Crystal Garden. Are those attending the garden party in danger? It was an explosion. It sounded more like something collapsed.
This isn't looking good.
Green!
Yeah, I know. Alright, new plan. We need to get to the Crystal Garden ASAP and figure out what's going on in there. You guys focus on securing this area and requesting reinforcements from the railway military police.
Right. Adios be with you. Don't let anything happen to Her Highness.
Come on.
Let Elise and Elfin be okay.
Crap, what the? The entire ground collapsed. You're kidding me. No.
What?
Son of a... bastards. Cowards.
Good day, Your Excellency. I do hope you'll forgive me for showing up to this party without an invitation. Ugh. You. Truth be told, I have no real qualms with you, personally. However, you are a willing collaborator with the man we loathe. So I'm afraid that makes you guilty by association.
I figured that's what you were after.
I assume Gileath is what they're talking about.
Let those girls go. They have nothing to do with this.
Your Excellency!
I'm afraid we just can't do that. After all, they've yet to play their biggest part. That of your faction's most shameful failure. Oh, but fear not. I have no intention of taking their lives.
Yeah, if I don't take yours first. Get over here. Hey, remember me, Gideon?
Rain? Rain!
What are you doing here? You made it. Dad, are you alright?
Move.
The brats from Thors. So you've come to meddle in our affairs again, have you? Not this time, I'm afraid. I won't allow you to interfere.
Crap. Here we go. He's doing it again. What is that flute? It lets him control monsters.
Is he controlling those beasts?
So that's how those monsters came to be running around out here.
What? Is it an art? Is it a divine relic or something? Similar to the things that like stop. Remember back in Trails of Sky, there was one of those artifacts that stopped time. Is it another one of those?
Green, be careful!
No! I swear.
Elise! Your Highness!
You!
Coward.
My, I can certainly tell when I'm not wanted.
Oh, you're just a giant coward.
Go, my beasts! Strip them to the bow!
You better hope you can run fast.
I'm not going to lose to a couple of these things.
2 large monsters. Combat pattern analysis complete.
All right, let's take them down.
Okay.
You better hope you can run fast before I catch up. You know what? Let's just go straight for it.
I hope you're ready.
The ultimate shot. Giant gun! Freeze.
My turn.
Let's take advantage of the crit.
Behold, my most powerful strike!
Radiant dance. Strike!
Radiant blade dance!
Here we go. Second form. Gale! Go!
Rush him!
All right.
My turn.
Heal up, Rain.
Thanks.
I'll handle it. Here we go.
Scud Ripper.
Got it.
An opening!
Assist.
Go!
I'll handle it. Here.
Grenade!
It's my turn.
No chance of petrification.
How about this?
Break shot!
Now.
Rain!
Go.
My turn.
Armor breaker!
Off guard. Broken.
Go! Second form. Gale!
Cut him up.
Go! Machias!
Rush him down.
Leave it to me.
I'll handle it.
Adamantine shield. Nope.
Okay.
Nice try though. Now, grenade!
Here we go! Second form.
Cut him up.
Gale! Now's our chance! Gotcha!
Right.
One of them's gonna heal up a bunch.
How about this?
Break shot.
Right. No escape.
Good.
Off guard. Broken.
Shockwave. You missed.
My turn.
Grenade!
Locked and loaded.
Joe.
Walking away. Go.
Russia.
Green. Right. Eat that.
Right.
Believer.
Evil will fall before my blade.
Oh, let's hope you people could run fast.
We must pursue them at once. There's no time to rest.
Dad, you're bleeding.
This little scratch? Nothing to worry about. But never mind me. Her Highness is in danger. Please, go after her.
All right. Wait! Take me with you too.
What? Why?
Patrick? No. I need you to stay and protect everyone who's still here.
Please.
Those monsters are still roaming around outside, and the governor is wounded.
Please.
But
I need your help, Patrick, please.
please, if you're here, at least I can go knowing my father is in safe hands. Fine, I'll stay.
Thank you.
That's settled then.
Let us give chase then.
Your Excellency, please let the Railway Military Police know what's happening as soon as you can.
You can count on it.
Let's move. All right, down we go.
Let's hope we can catch up to them in time. Is this one of the passengers beneath the city?
Looks like it. And judging by the direction it leads, I don't think it's an area we've been in before.
Don't sense any traps.
What? Hello, Range Dwarves are speaking.
It's me, Sarah. The governor told me about what happened. Give me a full update on the situation.
Our targets are Gideon and two other armed terrorists. They've abducted Princess Alphen and Elise, and we're pursuing them through an underground tunnel as we speak. We're doing all we can to catch up with them.
Understood. I'm making my way there as fast as I can. I've got the RMP in tow. Keep up your pursuit. Try to stall them until we can get it there if you can. But don't do anything that will put your the hostages in danger. Their safety is our top priority.
Got it. All right, let's hurry. Right, we won't let them get away. Come on.
We'll be arriving in 10 minutes. Until then, all we can do is hope that they can pursue the terrorists on their own. I hate to admit it, but I doubt there's anything else we can do right now. I'm glad to see the RMP living up to their sterling reputation, though. Sounds like you guys handled the attacks at the racetrack and cathedral like seasoned pros. Well, none of the Imperial Guardsmen were stationed in those areas. And we did receive invaluable assistance from Group B. You could just accept a compliment when it's given, you know. So, how much of an idea did you have that the terrorist's real target was going to be the garden party? I'll bet you had more than just a hunch with that orbital calculator you've got for a brain, right, Miss Icy Maiden? I estimated the chances at roughly 40%. Targeting the garden party would make the biggest spectacle, after all. I believe their aim is to harm the Reformist public image, which means Her Highness should be safe. Unfortunately, I can't be so certain about that girl with her. And that's why we'll probably never see eye to eye.
Come on.
Those damn terrorists.
Elise, Princess Alphen, please be safe.
You better hope that if I feel like
Monsters!
No problem. We'll just cut our way through.
Enemy sighted. Here
I
we go.
feel like I get the strange feeling. I think we're about to see Rean turn into a demon again.
Okay.
Oh, these guys are... I've not seen these guys before, apparently.
It's my turn.
My turn.
My turn.
My turn.
Here we go.
It's my
Kill.
Success.
Move.
Okay.
Bro, how'd you miss 90% of that? I'm honestly kind of impressed more than I'm angry. Where are we? What the hell? What the heck? Catacombs.
That's really creepy. I had no idea a place like this exists beneath the capital. It appears to be a catacomb built during the Dark Ages. V. What are you doing? Well, you definitely came this way. And I don't think it was that long ago. Alright, you can tell from their footprints. Okay then, we just need to keep heading this way. Follow me. Right. Ready to go. Onward. On up.
Everything's proceeding just as I planned. If we can make it out of these tunnels, we'll have achieved all that we set out to accomplish here. Not bad for a first mission.
What are you people planning? Just what do you hope to accomplish by abducting us? It doesn't appear that you're interested in trying to ransom me back to my father for money.
I ask you to remain patient for just a short while longer, Your Highness. We are but humble patriots who respect and honor traditions and values of our country. We would never do anything to bring harm to one of the bloodlines that symbolizes that very nation.
You sound just like...
Don't misunderstand me. We feel no sense of brotherhood with the aristocracy. The vast majority among us are of common birth, myself included. However, there is a certain man among you whom I'm afraid we simply cannot allow to remain alive.
Who do you mean? If that's what you want, then let Her Highness go. If you need a hostage you can injure, I should be enough. Elise!
Oh, what is your name, little one? Serving as Her Highness's attendant, I assume you must be of a high social standing, no?
Elise Schwarzer, daughter of Theo Schwarzer, Lord of the Northern Region of Ymir. I may not be of particularly high rank, but I am still of noble birth. If you need a hostage, use me instead. Elise!
Well, aren't you a fascinating young lady? We seem to have picked up quite an unexpected gambit. Now, how shall we use it?
Bastard.
You better hope that Rean doesn't get angry. Doesn't let that monster loose inside of him. I feel like it's gonna come out, honestly. Oh, what now? What the?
Enemy sighted. Take. Here we go.
Her sculptures.
We fought these things before in the... back in school, didn't we?
Leave it to me.
Devil said to have existed since the Dark Ages. With its spread wings, it is a symbol of fear. Wait! That was the wrong move.
Of course.
But these guys, the three elements are precedent. Three higher elements. Can I really not hit both? That's such a shame.
Off guard. Broken.
My turn.
Got it. And open.
I was careless.
Not yet. Now's our chance. Gotcha.
Leave it to me.
I'm just getting stressed.
Not yet.
Get out of the way!
Go! Pocket!
All right.
My turn.
It's Mike. Now.
Got it.
My turn.
Of course.
Out of the way!
Evil will.
Great.
That was scary.
There seemed to be some strange force at work making things difficult for us during the fight.
The way they appeared was weird too. It's like they were waiting to ambush us. Perhaps it was due to that man Gideon's power. Or rather, that flute he holds.
Yeah, that flute seems to give off some potent vibes.
I've heard that some powerful relics from antiquity are still around. I wonder if that's one of those artifacts.
We're gonna have to deal with it one way or another. I'm assuming next is our boss fight, considering the save point here. Okay, I really hope that we can just win. That we can just get our friends... can we get Elise back? As bad as it sounds, I'm not as concerned about Alphen. But please? Can we just get Elise back at least? Come on! Get over here!
There they are. I'll go on ahead. I'm going with her.
I'll fire off some mooring shots, stop them from running.
I'm with you, Rean.
Alright, I'm counting on you.
It's far enough.
Go!
What? Eat that! Shit!
What?
Drop him.
Rain, you came for us!
Show's over. Let Her Highness and Elise go.
Considering all that you've done, I can't say I'd be entirely comfortable letting you go free.
But if you release them, we might be willing to consider it. Damn kids.
It's 5 against 3. You've got no chance. And fleeing while trying to carry 2 hostages? I don't think that'll work out too well for you.
So, would you please just let them go?
Impressive. Very impressive. I had no idea Thors was educating such gifted students.
Save it. Look, we can keep this stalemate going all day, or you can release them. It's up to you. But I'm warning you, if there's so much as a scratch on either of them, you'll wish the police found you before I did. You.
Rain. Rain.
Drop him.
Very well. We surrender. I'm not so proud that I can't see when we have no chance of victory.
Then...
So you'll let them go?
Absolutely. If you can defeat him, that is. Do it.
Him? No!
Son of
A volatile anesthetic?
Fear not. I simply thought it best they sleep for a short while.
Hey, you promised that once I killed Sing, you'll let him go, right?
After all, this is hardly a sight fit for the eyes of such innocent maidens.
You better hope to God that I die from this, or else. What are you summoning?
Damn it!
Another monster?
What is it? Something big.
A howl?
This roar.
What is it? What the? Don't tell me. A dragon skeleton? You're kidding me. Oh, God. What do you mean? That thing can revive dead bones? Dark Dragon of Ruination, Zoro Agruga.
What the hell is that?
Not a clue.
It's a
bone dragon?
Hey, you promised that we take this thing out and you free him, right?
Behold! The might of the demonic flute!
Demonic flute?
An artifact capable of holding even the shadow that reigned over Heimdall during the Dark Ages in its throne. Now, I'll have you delay your journey to perdition no longer. Farewell, dear ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. There's no way we can take on that thing.
What are we gonna do?
I can't estimate its strength. Or even the best way to fight it.
Who cares? We're going!
We're not just going to roll over and die here. If you think back on how much we've grown just during this field study, there's no way this thing is going to take us down.
My blade is ready.
Let's do it!
Too impetuous to know when you're beaten, are you? Go, Dark Tyrant! Bring down the merciless hammer of judgment upon these hapless fools!
Dragon of
Over the
Ruination.
adversary.
Leave it to me.
Zoro Agruga. Well, let's start with this. Critical.
My turn.
Let's see what we're dealing with. Valscope. Zoro Agruga. A dragon-like fiend from the Dark Ages made of bone. Sprays dark breath and has the power to shake space itself. Alright, here we go.
My turn.
I'm not exactly sure about the best strategy for this, but...
Go!
I'm gonna move Reen over here for now. I'm sure glad I did that.
Too slow.
Inflict blind.
I'll handle it.
Right. Shatter!
I'm a breaker!
Here we go.
Burn.
Right.
I think I'm gonna swap out.
Got it?
Yeah.
I'll try it,
Elliot, you're up. I feel like this dragon's gonna be able to use magic at some point. I'm gonna prep in advance for that then.
I'll handle it.
Move B over here. Dark Breath. Crescent Mirror. Brilliance of the moon.
Go.
My turn.
Just cut it up.
Right. Hey!
My turn.
Dark Breath. Miss.
Fool!
My turn.
Was it weak to water, fire, and water, fire, space, and mirage? If I did this, I get a crit. Let's go for it.
Give it up, everyone!
Resounding beat. Okay. Nice.
My turn. Shatter!
Right.
My turn.
Target
You
locked.
might be able to put the speed down.
Got it.
Assist.
An opening!
Ugh. Going for a big one.
Okay.
Hmm. Great Quake. Ugh.
You okay?
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I got an idea.
Activate.
My turn.
Perfect. Just what I expected.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Adamantine shield, and that afflicts all three of us. Ooh,
My turn.
that hurt.
Ta!
This is bad. Yeah.
Much better.
Give it up, everyone!
Resounding beat.
Here we go.
Hydro cannon.
Of course. Arcus activate. Hut.
Forte.
My turn.
Go for it.
My most powerful strike.
Put him up. Go.
Radiant blade dance.
Yes.
My turn.
Let's end this.
Flames, gavel on my blade.
We'll just spam the last 3 we got.
My turn.
Bye-bye. So, the promise was that I beat this
Done.
thing,
But we can't relax yet.
and you let go of my friend.
Impossible.
Laura! V!
Get him.
Roger.
Now.
Ah!
See ya.
What?
Drop him.
You damned.
Or die.
What?
Yeah!
Think about your stupid flute.
No. The demonic flute.
I've had enough of those stupid antics of it.
Let's check and mate.
Whew, that was a tough one.
What's our plan, Comrade G?
Drop him. Coward. Of course.
You vile.
Comrade G? I am fully prepared to lay down my life for our cause. It is not death I fear, but this operation is too important to leave even a corpse behind. I'm afraid I must do what needs to be done. Even if that means harming a member of the Imperial family.
I think it's about time we came out to play.
Huh? What the? What the? Huh? Who are you? Oh, what the? Come on!
Who are?
Oh my. Aren't you a quick little kitty?
What the?
Just my type.
Oh, great.
That's the Sylphid I know.
Who are you? Same as Gideon, I believe. I assume.
Comrade S? Comrade V?
S and V.
Ah, you came for us.
Cowards.
What a relief. Now we can...
These must be.
We're terrorists.
I seem to recall specifically telling you to leave this operation to me. But I can't say I'm unhappy you decided to check in.
Please let them go.
Sorry, boss. But if you got yourself caught here, we would have been off to a pretty bad start.
I do apologize for cutting in, but we figured it was for the best. Comrade C decided to join us too.
See?
And so I have.
You.
A mask.
Who are you?
Comrade C, I wasn't expecting to see you here. Did my planning for this operation seem that flawed to you?
On the contrary, it was almost perfect. But no plan is completely foolproof. One must always factor in unpredictable elements. As the ladies and gentlemen of Class 7 here have demonstrated so brilliantly.
Who are you?
How does he know who we are?
Who are you?
We have already fulfilled our primary objective. Courting dishonor by harming a member of the Imperial family would gain us nothing now. Do you not agree?
Please, just let them go.
No, you're right. Release them.
Thank you. bastard!
Elliot, Machias, I'm leaving the two of them to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Thank you.
Now, would you kindly piss off?
There, a gesture of goodwill, in the hopes that we may yet resolve this without bloodshed.
I appreciate it. Now go.
What say you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7? Will you stand aside and let us leave peacefully?
Admittedly, I would love nothing more than to do that. At the same time...
Like hell we will.
You abducted the Imperial Princess and an innocent girl. Drugged them.
What Erebonian would stand idly by in the face of such an outrage?
It's 5 against 6. This won't be easy.
Guys.
You got guts, kids. I'll give you that.
Well, I certainly wouldn't mind a little roughhousing.
As much as I'd love to take them on, I don't favor our chances.
No, it's only right that I be the one to test their mettle.
Oh boy. Alright.
Wielders of the long sword, the great sword, the twin gun swords, stand and face me. I shall be your opponent.
Alright, fine.
What?
Think of this as an entertaining way to kill some time. The railway military police are already on their way. Until then, pour out the vessel of your wrath upon me.
Well, if you insist.
Interesting.
He's awful sure of himself.
Is he serious? There's no way he can win against all 3 of them.
He's hiding something. Who are you? What the? Oh, what in the world?
Whoa, what kind of weapon is that?
Yeah.
Another relic from the Dark Ages. A double saber.
A double saber. Let's see. Alright. Here we go.
I am C. That is all you need to know. Now, come at me if you think you're able.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't favor our chances.
Then allow us to be...
Especially with only 3 of us. I wonder if we're actually supposed to win this. I don't think we're supposed to win this, judging by the amount of damage he just dealt. Yeah, I don't favor our chances here, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Oh, hey. Now I favor our chances. Oh, I should probably, like, check you, shouldn't I? Let's see. A mysterious masked man who leads a terrorist. He has a double saber with immense skill, using varied attacks.
I'll handle it.
I'm putting up an adamantine shield.
My turn. Shatter!
Damn it. That's gonna hurt.
Okay. Target lock.
3. Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to be winning this.
Here we go.
Gonna be honest with you.
Here we go.
I'm putting up another one of these. Oh, never mind. No, I ain't. Please.
That's our C for you.
Ooh, can't deny he's got the brains and the brawn to lead.
What power?
He might even be as strong as Sarah.
Just, who are you people?
From today, you shall know us as the Imperial Liberation Front. In our hearts, the flames of silent anger. In our hands, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator.
Imperial Liberation Front.
That is our cause, our purpose.
You guys just hate Gilly Thosborn that badly, huh? I'll admit the guy ain't no saint.
Imperial Liberation Front.
I'll admit the guy's no saint from what we've seen of him in previous games, but... is he really that bad that we need you guys?
What dictator?
Freeze, all of you!
Sarah, Claire, help.
Instructor! Captain Claire!
Just in time.
It appears the time has come to make our exit.
Flash!
Huh? Is that?
Farewell. I'm sure we'll meet again.
See your flash or smoke! Never mind, it's explosive!
A bomb?
See you around.
Ta-ta for now, my little darling.
Let's see you claw your way out of this grave.
Come on.
The passage is collapsing. Hurry!
Right.
Move on!
I couldn't leave Juan up alone.
Rean, you carry Her Highness.
Got it!
Come on, come on, come on! Okay. We're okay. And we got our friends back too.
Whew, that was pretty touch and go back there.
You think?
But I'm glad to see you all pulled through.
Well, thanks to you, Instructor.
We also killed a dragon, a bone
I had
dragon.
my doubts we were going to make it out of that alive.
You could have come a bit sooner.
Thanks, Sarah.
Sorry. Anyway, there's no way we'll be able to follow them now.
Well, at least we got a name to them now. The Imperial Liberation Front.
Indeed.
So it seems like they're the ones who are trying to go against Gileath Osborne. It's weird because, again, the guy is not exactly, like, good, obviously. In a way, I would agree with with wanting to take down Gileath in a way. Though at the same time, their methods are obviously not good, and we still don't even know too much about, like, why is Gileath doing this all in the first place anyways?
So, the Imperial Liberation Front, is it?
Oh, hey. Hi. We should probably
Your
put you...
Highness! Elise!
Oh, thank goodness. Whatever drug they were given doesn't seem to have had any lasting effects.
I'll give them that they at least were... they at least kept their word. I'll give them that.
I feel like I've caused you all a lot of trouble, but thank you for rescuing me.
I'm just glad that you're safe and unharmed.
What happened?
You got drugged.
Are you alright, Your Highness? How are you feeling?
Hey.
Rean? I'm fine. You should worry more about your sister.
Listen, the tunnel was collapsing. We didn't have time for choosing.
Looks like the intelligence division was right on the mark. We have a number of the routes back to the surface locked down. Think we could smoke them out?
Doubt.
Personally, I doubt it. This tunnel system is incredibly expansive, with too many areas we know nothing about. Continue the search for a while longer, then focus on restoring order in the city.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll send a report to the other divisions and let them know the situation's been resolved.
So, Imperial Liberation Front, what's your game?
I just want to know, what is Osborne's plan in all of this?
In the end, the Railway Military Police brought the chaos under control, and the first day of the festival came to a close. Despite his injuries, Governor Regnitz kept on top of things, ensuring that the rest of the festival passed by peacefully. The next morning, it was time for us to leave the capital behind and make our way back to Trista.
Well, that was interesting. One hectic adventure. I just don't understand what Osborne wants out of all this. Especially, what are the people who are with him wanting? Milliam, Claire, and Lecter don't exactly seem like bad people per se, but what are their goals in all this?
I really don't know how to begin thanking you.
Hey, Olivier.
You've done so much for our family that I doubt we'll ever be able to repay you.
Not at all, Your Highness.
There's nothing to repay us for. We just did what we had to. Oh, come now. There's no need to be so modest. It scares me to think what might have happened if Elise and I had been taken away by those people.
Well, let's not think about that.
So I can't thank you all enough. Please allow me to extend my thanks for your help as well. I'm truly grateful.
Elise.
Oh, I'm just glad you're safe.
Group B's efforts were a great help to Cedric and I as well. Thank you again for your assistance in restoring order to the city.
Yeah, I was about to say, it sounds like Group B was just in charge of helping out Olivier and Cedric. Although I don't feel like Olivier needed a single ounce of help if Vander was around. Olivier could probably just continue playing on his lute while Vander just took care of everything around him.
I'm honored, Your Highness.
I'm so glad to have been of service.
Just think of it as returning the favor for your help pushing to make Class 7 a reality. Still, now we've got the Imperial Liberation Front to worry about.
Regrettably. There have been signs they were up to no good behind the scenes before now. That incident in Nord, for example.
Was it C, V, S, and G?
But now they've finally stepped out of the shadows and announced themselves to the world.
We only know G's real. We only have an actual name for G, which is Gideon. So what about the other
They
three?
appear to be insurgents in the truest sense of the word, led by several key figures. C being the most prominent.
It looks like I could have sworn for a second that the weapon that the girl used almost looked like a whip blade. Meanwhile, big guy there has a giant Gatling gun that he wields with one arm. Of course, there's then C, who has the double saber.
The intelligence division is doing its utmost to gather information about these leaders even as we speak.
And then there was and then there's Gideon, who kind of just had a pistol, I'm pretty sure, last time we checked.
They struck me as rather mysterious in some ways. Even though they abducted us, they rarely showed the kind of maliciousness one would expect from terrorists.
Yeah.
It seemed more like they were in the grip of some kind of intense passion.
At the very least, they didn't want to hurt you guys, it seemed. It did seem like they genuinely didn't want to hurt, or unless it was like a last resort.
True.
Because they could have very easily have done something to you two that we wouldn't have been able to stop, and yet they didn't take that chance.
Not that it excuses abducting your highness like they did.
An intense passion, you say?
It did seem that way.
In our hearts, the flames of silent anger. In our hands, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator. That's what their leaders said when they made their appearance.
Indeed. All the ham-handed theatrics of a middle school play.
Yeah. You can tell how gleeful he must have been to say the flames of silent anger in front of an audience.
Thank you, Sarah.
Well, it's no mystery what they're referring to, at least.
Osborne.
Oh, thank goodness. I didn't miss you.
Huh? Oh, hey.
Wait, isn't that...
Cedric?
Is he?
Dad's with him too.
Or what's your name again? Is it Cedric?
Oh, I'm glad you made it, Cedric.
Okay, I'm right.
Just in time, too.
Your Highness?
Did you come all this way just to bid us farewell?
Of course. After all you've done for us, I thought it was the least I could do. Ah, is this the rest of Class 7?
I can't get over how blonde all three of them are. Crown Prince Cedric.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Cedric Rice Arner. I wanted to thank you for coming to my sister's aid in her time of need. Allow me to extend to you my most heartfelt appreciation.
You're too generous, Your Highness.
The honor was ours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
This is the Crown Prince. He's pretty cute.
B.
Fee?
B. Now's not the time.
I certainly wouldn't mind if he took a few lessons in manliness from the gentlemen of Class 7, though.
Alfred, come on.
Olivier, you are the worst influence because I feel like you're. I don't know.
That's a little harsh, Your Highness.
Well, you're still just 15. You have plenty of growing ahead of you. Still, it isn't often I see you keeping the Imperial Governor company.
I suppose that's true. I just happened to be here on business, so I thought I'd take the chance to say goodbye to everyone.
How are you feeling? Are your injuries all right now?
Yes, nothing too serious, fortunately. I'm still feeling it, but it shouldn't be too much longer before I'm back to my old self.
Well, good.
That's good to hear.
I'm glad to see you looking all hale and hearty, Your Excellency.
Thank you. While no one could have foreseen how it ended, you did manage to complete this month's field study. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I'd like to congratulate you for your exemplary work.
We're honored you'd say so.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
We three directors may have very different positions on many issues, including how Class 7 should be run.
But for my part, I'd like you to enjoy student life however you choose.
Well, thank you.
I think the other directors would agree with me on at least that much.
Dad. Aw.
I'm glad to hear you feel that way, Your Excellency.
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about, Your Highness.
Well, if you say so. I've always found you a trustworthy man, of course. But...
Ah, I see that everyone's here.
There he is. The Blood and Iron Chancellor. The first time we're actually getting to see a close-up. Getting close to him.
It couldn't be.
Aside from, like, the small bits in Azure, obviously, but...
Chancellor Osborne!
As a matter of fact, the Chancellor and I just came from an audience with His Majesty the Emperor.
I'm overjoyed to see you safe and well, Princess Elf. Clearly, the goddess has bestowed her blessings upon us.
I just don't know what his aim is.
Thank you, Chancellor.
I'd also like to reassure Prince Oliver that we're starting a nationwide hunt for members of the Imperial Liberation Front. An investigation into the backgrounds of its members is also underway, so you needn't worry.
My. Nothing gets past you, does it? Well, I suppose that means you have the security detail for next month's trade conference well in hand?
Of course. I'll see to it that everything is taken care of. Ah, but where are my manners? Please excuse me for not introducing myself.
Chancellor Gileath Osborne.
I'm Gileath Osborne, representative of the Erebonian government. Though I imagine those of you who read the papers may know me better as the Blood and Iron Chancellor.
Not the most friendly title.
It's an honor to meet you, Your Excellency.
Your reputation precedes you, Your Excellency.
I've heard much about the recent exploits of Thor's Class 7. Traveling across the Empire for first-hand learning with your field studies, it's quite the fascinating program. I hope you'll keep up the good work.
We shall endeavor to.
Thanks.
I hope we'll live up to your expectation.
Ah, yes. It's been quite some time, young racer. I'm glad to see your new career path is working out for you.
You have history.
Thank you, Chancellor. I wouldn't be where I am today if not for you. I really owe you for all you've done for me.
General Van Dyke was my superior back when I was in the Army.
Really?
As such, I'm planning on granting you a bit of additional assistance. I should have it ready for you in a few weeks' time.
What are you...
I have great expectations for you all. Nurture the bonds you share, and train up bodies and wills of steel. For I have no doubt you'll need them in the turbulent times to come.
What's his aim in all this?
Rain?
Just... Chapter 4. The Midsummer's Revels. End.
Ooh, you're moving
Rank
up in
up.
the world. I've got a little
Strega
reward here for you.
A1s.
Drinks are on me someday.
Stop being an alcoholic. We get...
Perfect.
Yes.
You guys are the best.
Rank 4. Auto charge. Deadly assist. Alright. Let's continue. Wow. 18. We're actually getting close to the end, I think, because I think I remember seeing this game has only...
Mid-August.
Oh.
It was the peak of summer, and the
Six chapters.
sweltering sun was beating down on the residents of Trista. After returning from Heimdall, we were given a whopping 5-day summer vacation before the school year resumed.
Yo, nice.
Turns out, Thor sticks to its military roots, only granting extended vacations to students over the New Year's holiday. However, nobles are allowed to visit home, ostensibly to give them time to become familiar with their family's holdings. And, as you might expect, that meant most students from classes 1 and 2 spent summer away from Trista. Meanwhile, classes 3 through 5 were stuck on campus, envying the nobility as they studied and trained as usual. The other members of Class 7 and I chose to stay in Trista as well, facing the heat with our fellow students.
I don't see Machias or Eustace, though. Or Emma, I think. Did I see Emma? I might have been blind. At the very least, I know I didn't see Machias and Eustace. I need to switch my guide to the next chapter now I think about it.
Ugh, it's so hot. I'm dying in here. I'm sick of this heat already. Thinking about it just makes me feel even hotter. The Academy should install an orbital air conditioner. At least then it'd be a little easier to cope. An orbital air conditioner? What is that? Well, it's this device that blows out cool air to help regulate a room's temperature. Maybe it'd help if you think of it as the opposite of a stove.
Oh, that's some kind of wizardry.
I've heard of them, but aren't they supposed to be prohibitively expensive? Only the most modern buildings seem to be able to afford them.
Do you have one in your house? Well, there's one in the Rainford Company's corporate headquarters, yeah. It'd be nice if my mother could spare one, you know, for the academy she sits on the board of directors for.
Seems a bit too much to hope for.
The military academy, so I doubt we can expect to be indulged quite that much.
Still, a machine to help us cool in the summer. Whoever first invented that should get a medal.
I'll admit, the summer heat here is more difficult to cope with than in Legram. But as long as I think of it as another part of my training, it doesn't bother me all that much.
Greyheart gets similar summer heat waves, but there's usually a breeze blowing in from the canyon at this time of year. That does make summers as a bit easier to manage. My hometown's up in the mountains, so it's pretty cool even around this time of year.
Actually, now you mention it, I would have thought you three would go back home for the summer, being nobles and all.
You were given permission, weren't you?
If everyone else was going home, I would have considered it. But in the end, I decided against it. I mean, it wasn't all that long ago I got to see Elise. Maybe next year.
I came here to train. Until I feel like I've made significant progress, I have no intention of returning home.
Some of you saw my father's mansion. Do you think I'd go back to a place like that willingly? I'd much rather stay here and take my chances with a heat stroke.
You're really that uncomfortable at home, huh?
Still, as it is, there's a lot going on right now. I doubt all the people headed to that conference at the end of the month have much time to be worrying about the heat.
Make a good point.
You're talking about the Western Maria Trade Conference, right?
Oh boy.
That's one. There's never been an international conference on that scale before, at least not in modern times. Mayor Dieter Croy, who also happens to be the International Bank of Crossbell CEO, was the one who first proposed it. I've heard that Prince Oliver will be attending on behalf of His Majesty the Emperor, and Chancellor Osborne is supposed to be attending too.
Yep, the events of Azure. Seems crazy to think we met at them both just a few weeks ago. The Chancellor in particular was a pretty intimidating figure.
Seemed like a big scary monster.
Yeah.
I've heard he served in the Imperial Army before becoming a politician. Then 11 years ago, His Majesty entrusted him with the position of Chancellor. Supposedly, a full 70% of the Imperial Army is under his jurisdiction. His real fame comes from the establishing of most of the nation's railway network, centered on the capital. Though he's also been responsible for annexing several smaller countries and independent states around Arabonia. I believe those all took place without any bloodshed, though. At least as far as I'm aware.
I won't put too much stock in what he's selling. Military spending in this country has increased exponentially since he took up his position as Chancellor. And that's only possible thanks to the tax revenue he gleans from the people of Heimdall and those annexed nations. Well,
he was the one who ordered the construction of those 2 railway guns they got pointed at Crossbell, too. At one point, Arabonia was on the verge of a full-scale war with Calvar because of those things.
Oh yeah, I heard that it was actually Libero that proposed a way to avoid an armed conflict. They ended up signing a non-aggression pact, right?
The events of Sky. Yeah, though as I'm sure you've noticed, there's still quite a bit of tension between the two countries. I won't be surprised if the issue reared its head again during the trade conference.
Chancellor Osborne has been a really popular figure in the capital, though. Popular enough that he seems to have a group of terrorists after him.
Yeah.
He does seem to be the Imperial Liberation Front's main target, doesn't he? You know, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator and all that. Indeed, they seem to harbor a deep-seated grudge against him. Their anger seemed a bit unusual in its intensity, didn't it? He does seem like the type who'd make a lot of enemies, especially with a face like that. Well, I'd rather not speak ill of my father's close ally, but... Well, come to think of it, isn't the instructor awfully late? It's well past time for the homeroom to start.
True. It should have started about 10 minutes ago, actually.
I swear, that woman. She better not be sleeping off another hangover back at the dormitory. Limpa past her.
Wish I could say there's no way our upstanding instructor would do that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Excuse me. I'll have you know I did no such thing. Today.
Implying you've done it before? Thanks, Sarah.
Instructor?
Good morning, Instructor.
Morning, everyone!
Why is the door still open?
Anyway, I'll have you know I've got a good reason for being late today. And that reason is... we're going to be welcoming a new classmate today.
What? A new teammate? What? Huh?
What?
A transfer student at this time of year?
Seriously?
It's gonna be someone we know, isn't it?
All right, come on in.
Who is it?
Righto.
Crow! What do you...
Huh?
What do you mean you're transferring in?
Crow?
But isn't he a second-year student?
I'm Crow Armbrust. Starting today, I'll be joining you fine folks as a member of Class 7.
Well, at least that's, not the worst edition, question mark?
It's gonna be pretty sweet, guys.
Thanks, Crow.
What?
What? I mean, how?
I'm also very confused.
Are you sure you want to know? It's a long tale fraught with the intrigue of school politics.
I've got a time for it.
I don't think I'd put it quite like that. Back in his first year, he slacked off so much that he ended up failing a few of his classes.
Nice.
Then he came crying to me in a panic, like, oh, me Instructor Sarah, they're not gonna let me graduate. So as a special exception, he's going to be joining us for the next 3 months to pay for his laziness.
Thank you.
You can't be serious.
That's an even more pathetic reason than I was bracing myself for.
I think you already know that Crow was one of the trial users for the Arcus test they ran last year, so I thought he might be a good role model for you. In that sense, anyway. And don't forget, he'll also be joining us on our future field studies, too.
Okie dokie.
Nice. Looks like you saved me the trouble of having to explain it all. Anyway, let's let the good times roll. Oh, and since we're all classmates now, no need for all that sweet talking you lay on the other second years, all right?
Right.
Easier said than done, I fear.
If he was any more laid back, he'd be comatose.
Instructor, I can't help but notice you left the door open.
Are we getting a second ally?
Wait, is there someone else
Uh-oh.
too?
Who? Wait.
Huh? Are you serious?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I was hoping to catch you off guard.
All right, who's our second new ally?
All right, come on in and say hello.
I thought you forgot I was out in the hall!
Wait, I know that voice. Why are you here, Milliam? Nice hat. Milliam, what are you doing here?
What?
What?
You must be joking.
Yeah. Milliam. And where's your robot?
Hey, aren't you?
You're the girl we met in the Nord Highlands.
Yuppers! Long time no see, guys.
Yuppers. I like the hat.
But I see a couple of you I don't know, so I guess I better introduce myself. I'm Milliam. Milliam Orion.
Oh, I just realized something. You're what you're what Osborne was talking about by saying he'd have a gift for us, aren't you? Because Milliam's part of Osborne's like group for the military, as part of his group with Lecter and Claire. Milliam's also part of that, so this is what Osborne was referring to, having Milliam join us. And you still got him.
This here's Eric Getlum, but we'll just call him Lammy for short.
Hi, Lammy. I still don't understand you.
What the hell is that?
Oh, right. Half of you haven't actually seen this thing before, have you?
Holy crap!
It's that thing we saw at Ark's fort.
So this is that strange girl you met in the Nord Highlands.
I like how proud Lammy looks.
Oh, and a little house rule before anything gets blown up. No bringing that thing out in the classroom. If he accidentally smashes a wall or blasts through the ceiling, I'm the one who's gonna get chewed out for it.
How do you even summon him? Is he just like in your pocket half the time somehow? Does he shrink?
Boo! Fine.
Well, I'm not opposed to these two choices. Well, maybe about Milliam, because I'm a bit concerned what is Osborne's goal here.
Anyway.
I still like the hat, though.
Nice to meet you guys.
Tell me you're kidding. Please?
I really wish I could.
I don't want this either.
Well, I can see we're in for some fun times these next 3 months.
We just got, like, everything perfect with our group, and then suddenly we have 2 new outliers. Alright. 3 days went by. At first, no one was sure what to make of Crow Armbrust and the Intelligence Division agent Milliam Orion's son transferring to Class 7. Within a matter of days, it almost felt like they'd been there all along. Oh, well, that's good.
I'm sure none of you need to be reminded that it was none other than the Emperor Drykos who ended the War of the Lions. But did you know that historical records tell us he had amazingly few soldiers under his command? Initially, his allies numbered only a few confidants and several warriors from Nord. And whilst wars rallied into him in each region, his ranks still couldn't hope to compare to the other princes' armies. Nonetheless, they continued to advance, liberating region after region, and after half a year of bloody battles, Prince Dracos met perhaps his most well-known supporter. Milliam, right? Would you happen to know the historical figure to whom I'm referring?
Sure do. Beyond Sandlot. Also known as the Lance Maiden.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, my first wait what was of okay, my first wait what was in reference to realizing the Lance Main's name is Leon. The second wait what was in reference to the fact that wait, that probably means, is that Arianhod's real name? The third wait what is referring to Crow, what are you doing?
Oh, right you are. Well done. Sandlot was the daughter of a count who ruled over a remote region, and accounts tell us she showed great martial skill from a young age. In particular, her skill with the lance was unparalleled. No records exist of her ever being bested in combat. The Lance Maiden also had a group of mighty warriors under her command, who fought alongside her in battle.
The, Eisenritter or whatever it was?
Perhaps you'd like to illuminate us as to the name of this famous band, Rain.
Pretty sure it's Eisenritter. I don't even think I need the guide for that one. The group of mighty warriors that led by the Lance Maiden. That's the Eisenritter. Yep, the guide says Eisenritter. The Eisenritter, also known as the Iron Knights. They're a band of knights said to be able to charge across the battlefield like lightning, cutting down all in their path.
Correct. You've done your homework. The Wandering Prince met the Lance Maiden one day during a prolonged conflict in a remote region of the country. To recognize each other as reliable and trustworthy, they pledged to fight together under a united banner. With the Lance Maiden and her knights bolstering his ranks, Draco's army swept through one region after another.
So, assuming my assumption that Arianhod's Audit and the Stallritter are indeed the same people from those legends, like maybe they found a way to also become like frozen in time, just like how Kia was. But that would mean that she and her knights were like part of Drake. Yeah, they would be the ones with Draco's army, right? I'm not sure.
In just a year, he was able to defeat the other princes and free the imperial capital, Heimdall. As an interesting footnote, the castles the Eisenberg used as their base of operations 250 years ago just so happens to only be a hop, skip, and a jump away from Laura's home in Legram.
Really?
Indeed. It's known as the Lohengrin Castle. It's a beautiful old building situated on the shore of Lake Ebel, to the west of Legram. Oh, you've mentioned that before.
Does anyone live there now?
No, due to the dangerous terrain there, no one goes near it. These days, it exists simply as a relic of a bygone age. The Arside family is responsible for the care and maintenance of the castle, though really only minimal work is done. Speaking of the Arside house, wasn't one of your ancestors the Eisenritter's second-in-command? Indeed, the Landsmaid's most trusted assistant and confidant from what I understand. The Sandlot family line ended with the death of the Landsmaiden. It's partly because of that the Arside family mourns her death each year. I see. What a fascinating story.
Graham, huh? Never had a mission there, so I've never been able to go. I think I should stop by when I went to Berehart a while back.
I think she'd at least try to conceal the fact that she gets sent all over the country on secret missions.
I know. She totally just let slip that she was doing something Berehart too.
Well, I suppose it's better than her being all distant and cagey around us. Yeah, fair enough. 1.
Okay, so tomorrow's a free day, which means that next Wednesday you'll have your usual practical exam. You better all bring your A game. Oh, William and Crow. A few must-have instructional materials you guys are going to need as part of Class 7 finally showed up. I'll hand that stuff over to you once we're done here, so I want you to come with me to the faculty lounge. Righto.
Man, what a drag.
Alright, homeroom's out for the day. Flee while you can. Marcus, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. Our eyes. Bow. I still like her hat. It's very cute. I like the hat. Well, what do we do now?
So, what do you think?
Well, I don't think we have to be on our guard around her, at least.
Same. Though I'd rather she kept that giant silver thing of hers hidden.
I don't think she's a bad girl. I was taking a nap in the courtyard yesterday and she came and fell asleep next to me.
What does that have to do with whether or not someone's trustworthy?
They looked like a couple of kittens all curled up together. Their personalities may be worlds apart, but they're both rather cat-like in their own ways.
She can't be more than 12 or 13. Still practically a child.
Yeah, you're right. She's so chipper all the time that it's hard to really be cold to her.
Yeah, I don't think I could bring myself to spurn her. She's got this natural charm, I think.
Be that as it may, her presence here reeks of blood and iron, if you take my meaning.
Well, it certainly seems that way.
As such, I'm planning on granting you a bit of additional assistance.
As I thought. That's exactly what he was referring to. Milliam.
I should have it ready for you in a few weeks' time.
Why? Is he trying to sabotage with Milliam? Or is he genuinely willing to help?
It's hard to believe that a girl like that could be an agent of the intelligence division. But just going off what happened in North, there's not much that would make me doubt it now.
And then there's that thing, Argetlam, that's always with her. She calls it Lammy, but aside from its name, we don't really know anything about it. It seems to be made from some strange material with both metallic and ceramic properties. Hard but pliable. Agreed. Doesn't look like anything you can make even with the most cutting-edge orbital technology. When I touched it, it felt really nice and cold.
Wow, so you actually touched it?
It hasn't escaped my notice that it seems strikingly similar to the combat shells we fight in our practical exams. I think it's safe to assume that they share some kind of common origin.
Yeah.
The
instructor said she was forced to accept it. So in a sense, Milliam was forced on us, too. Does that mean that the combat shell was also given by Gileath in a way? If Sarah said that it was forced on her, then... and Milliam is the same way, it's possible the combat shells could have also been from Gileath for some reason. Which, if that's the case, why? That makes even less sense if that's the case, because these things have been helpful, honestly, for training. I just can't tell what Osborn wants out of all this. Does he really want to make things better, or is he trying to do something for a selfish reason? You're welcome to think what you will, but I don't trust it. That's fair, I guess. Either way, she's technically our classmate now, like it or not. Maybe a little early to tell whether we can trust her as a friend. We should be able to figure out pretty quickly whether or not we can count her as a member of Class 7. Ah. Well, that's a logical way of breaking it down, at least.
You're right. It's still pretty early to make sweeping judgments. Knowing her background would be great, but what's really important is whether we can count on her in a fight.
Agreed. As students of a military academy, that's probably the most important issue. We'll have to wait and see. Well, considering we're living in the same dormitory, it'd be good if we all got along.
Yeah, I won't want her to think we're trying to make her feel unwelcome either. And then there's Crow. What's he like, Rean? You seem like you got along with him pretty well.
I don't know if I put it quite like that. If I had to say, I'd describe him as a capricious gambling addict, way too prone to ante up for every hand. Adios help us. He sounds like the kind of miscreant one would be better off avoiding. You can count on him when the chips are down, though. He really helped me out last month when Elise went into the old schoolhouse. He's good in a fight, and pretty handy with his Arcus, too. Maybe we're worrying over nothing, then. Still, I'm not really sure how to connect with him, you know?
Well, at least we're in separate dorms for the time being, so we'll just have to see how things go.
Oh, and we're just dropped out like that. Okay. It feels a bit sudden. Anyways, I think we're going to go ahead and end it here for today. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you all later. Peace.